In Tuscarora, Maryland, in the western part of the state, sits Rocky Point Farm. It's home to more than 200 dairy cows and 1,500 acres of crops. This place has been in Chuck Fry's family since 1883, and he'd like to keep it that way.
Well, our heritage runs awful deep in the state of Maryland. Very proud of my parents and my grandparents, very proud of the kids in the next generation, because I guess what's the most troubling in the hearts of farmers is we can preserve the ground and we can preserve farmers, but where are we going to get the next generation to carry on this legacy?
But dairy farms in the state are struggling, giving way to new development and shutting down at a rate that's twice as fast as the national average. Looking for a way to ensure the future growth and financial stability of their farm for generations to come, Chuck and his wife Paula turned to a milk product kids of all ages love: ice cream. Chocolate, vanilla, coffee, cookies and cream.
I really like strawberry.
And of course, strawberry.
We wanted a way to get our product direct to the consumer. That's what everybody seems to want now.
They opened the Rocky Point Creamery on their property in 2011, scooping up as many as 43 flavors 7 days a week, and at the same time running a full-scale active farm. Their daily checklist of chores starts with transporting hundreds of pounds of feed from the silo to the bobcat to the tractor and into the trough where the cows can scarf it up.
And what you can't smell is the scent and how wonderful that smells. Some kids equate it to like a really strong chewing tobacco, but all this is fermented feed. Back in the early days before refrigeration, that's how we kept our food. Well, on the farm, we still keep that because of the massive amounts of feed that it takes to feed these animals.
Just like people, the cows prefer to be inside on the hottest days. Here they have access to beds of sand, a back scratcher, a sprinkler system for cooling down, and even a nursery for the newborns. Twice a day, all 180 heifers get brought in for milking. They each produce about 75 pounds of milk per day. But there are no wooden stools and milk buckets here. It's a high-tech process.
All right, after the milk comes out of the cow, it comes through this line at the top, and it goes through what we call a plate cooler. This is cooling the milk from 101 degrees down to about 65, 68 degrees real fast. So then it will leave here and go into the milk tank, which is behind us. You turn and look. This is a 3,000 gallon milk tank. And then from 58 or 60 degrees, it will take that down to 36, 35 degrees.
The milk and other products are sold in local stores, but some of it is used for the ice cream mix, and that ends up in the Creamery kitchen, where Paula and her daughter Gail mix and make dozens of batches each week. 120 of these 5-liter pans, that's more than 150 gallons of ice cream each week, roughly 3,500 scoops every month.
You can tell a really good ice cream shop by the vanilla that they serve. So you should always go in and try their vanilla first. And if their vanilla is good, then their other flavors will be good as well. And if their vanilla is not very good, then
every batch is a multi-step process, from adding in the flavors, pouring it into the freezers, scooping it into the pans, mixing in special ingredients, covering the final product, and placing it in the deep freeze until customers come calling. Business here is booming, and word has spread. There are at least 7 other ice cream dairies in Maryland now, which gave the state's Secretary of Agriculture an idea for helping the entire dairy industry here, with an ice cream trail and a passport to take travelers from one to the next.
I am very good friends with the Secretary of Agriculture, and he was up and cut the ribbon when we had our grand opening. and we talked a little bit about how we should be looking at ways to enhance the dairy industry in the state of Maryland. Thank God he came up with a way to kind of bring the dairy industry to the forefront, and he's established the Maryland's Best and Maryland Ice Cream Trail. You can get online and find that.
In a brutally tough economy, this little ice cream shop may just hold one part of the answer for struggling farmers nationwide. By taking their tastiest produce directly to consumers, they may find their farms and their futures growing in ways they never expected.